Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome into the video. So in this one, we're going to take a look at what played out in the stock market last week and how to trade it in the week ahead, and also go over a bunch of individual trade ideas for stocks that are setting up great for upside in the week and weeks ahead. As always, there are timestamps in the description, and let's go ahead and get into it. So in last weekend's video, we went over this head and shoulders pattern that was setting up on the S&P futures chart. This is a bearish breakdown pattern where breaking below 43.68 would trigger the breakdown and likely result in a large drop from there. The upside pivot we talked about was the 44.93 to 4,500 zone. If buyers were able to reclaim above there, then this trend would reverse and put buyers back into control and for the market to see upside. And what played out last week was the upside scenario. It rallied early in the week, was able to break out above the 44.93 to 4,500 zone, and successfully backtested and held that zone as new support. As long as it holds above there from here, buyers have full control of the trend, and we could see a buy the dip trend moving forward. And what makes this zone even more important is the 50-day moving average, also currently aligned with it at 44.94, so this will be the major pivot to watch for market direction in the week ahead. Holding above there, the market likely heads higher, but breaking below would give sellers another shot for this to move lower. The next key resistance levels on the upside are at 45.60 and then 45.80 to 46.32, which makes up a major long-term zone of resistance. If 44.93 was to break back below to the downside, the key levels to watch are at 44.64, 4400 to 44.10, and then 43.68, which would be the real downside trigger for a leg lower for the market. So now getting into some trade ideas and setups for the week ahead, starting out with updating a few we went over last week. So Tesla has been setting up in this long-term wedge pattern and recently bounced off the trendline support. 240 to 241.9 was the key pivot I went over last week as a spot to initiate trades from, and we got a great move on the break above there, which resulted in a rally up to 260. On Friday, I got a big pullback on news of a price reduction, and now has come back to backtest that zone as new support once again. In the week ahead, this should produce another great trade opportunity. As long as it holds support there at the 240 to 241.9 zone, I would lean bullish and expect this backtest to lead to continued upside. But if it was to fail back below 240 though, this can be a short to target a move back to the trend line in the low 220s. Adobe, ticker symbol ADBE, is another one we went over last week as a stock that was showing big relative strength versus the market and was also set up in this very tight bull flag pattern. And this broke to the upside nicely in result. 541.2 was the breakout trigger, and as long as it holds above there from here, this is set up to move higher. 604.5 and 650 are the two open gap fills above, which can act as magnets of sorts and targets on the upside. Mercado Libre, ticker symbol MELI, is one that we've been talking about for a while and was featured in the newsletter as one of the next stocks set up to explode. Make sure to subscribe with the first link down in the description. It is 100% free, and the next one will be posted next week. For Mercado Libre, this 1300 to 1365 zone has been a major spot for over 2 years now, as shown by the arrows. It's attempting another breakout with the break and close above it on Friday. If it's able to hold above from here, this looks great for continued upside. My main upside targets on this would be the 1600 and 1753 levels, which are gap fills above. Once again, those act as resistance and targets, and also a magnet since stocks almost always fill those gaps. ARRY Technologies, ticker symbol ARRY, is another very explosive breakout setup. It's been basing for over a year between 15 and 24.29 and is now attempting the base breakout above. As long as it's able to hold above 24 to 24.29 zone, the breakout stays intact, and this is set up for continued upside. And the next targets that I'd be looking for above, if it's able to hold and follow through, are at 27.7 and then 30.1. Very long and tight bases like this one will often result in very explosive moves, so this is a top watch for me moving forward. Samsara, ticker symbol IOT, is another that's at the top of my watch list for the week ahead. It's been setting up in this cup and handle pattern since its IPO in late 2021. It is nearing the all-time highs in the major breakout trigger at 31.41. Breaking above there sets this up for a likely explosive cup and handle breakout up to new highs. And to play this, it's just simple. You buy it above 31.41, then have a tight stop loss back below. Maybe it fakes out a couple times and you get stopped out. But once it does work, the risk reward will be very, very profitable as this is set up for an explosive move once it does finally follow through. That is what I'm watching for in the week ahead with the 44.93 to 500 pivot on the S&P futures and then those individual trade ideas. Right now the market does look like it's headed higher, but if that 50-day moving average in 44.93 was to fail back below, we could see another pullback for the market. I'll catch you all next time. Thank you for watching. For anybody interested in joining the private Discord chat, that is the first link down in the description to get my personal trade alerts, nightly watch list, and I answer any questions you have in there. I'll catch you all next time. Good luck trading this week, and peace out.